Chanyanyutaura tese zvakanyanya kazhinji kacho we're communicating online and transactional communications, but in terms of face-to-face communication interactions we don't have much of that, and we must be deliberate about creating more time where we can give to each other quality time that we're talking about. So I think those that can't do 24/7 with their spouses, there's definitely something that happened. Because panotanga relationship techizviita, but as the relationship progresses we then lose that mojo, and then our relationships are boring, and then atisina nyaya. I've heard of people that say to me, Pastor, andina nyaya naye munhu kana 2 hours zotondiremera, and I'm like, yeah, when you're dating, what were you guys talking about?
Osika vanhu vanotouya vachikonfesa kwamuri kuti vanenge vasina nyaya nevanhu vavo vaunogarisana navo.
Uda ndigare naye 2 hours azvipere mushe. Yeah, so those are some of the things that you then find. People say they don't have nyaya, and we say as couples, let's be creative. Nyaya is nyaya yokuti unotangira pachipera apa. With your person you can speak about almost everything.
Yes.
Anything. Saka, let's start from there. Let's move away from having or dreaming of structured stories. So you can talk about anything. You can comment about anything. You're not going to say weekend. But weekend chichi uchitodara nsutu kunyaya.
Kana kutonyewo zvinobatsira.
Kana kunyaya muti. Let's talk about muti, not other human beings. But ngoseka muti unoona zvakaita muti, and then you laugh about it. That's being good. So the other challenge that we also have, the reason why we don't give each other quality time as couples, why we don't look forward to talking to each other and spending time, is because of also, we give leftover energy or leftover time. Time. We just give the few minutes that we still have to our spouses, to our children and all that. And we also know that definitely our energy levels are low, and there's no meaningful interaction that can happen at that level. So this is also affecting that desire. I want to spend time with my person. Tikati ngatiwatch a movie, ngatiwatch a TV show, autorara. So that is also affecting us as well. And also you find that umo wako anengatori a narcissist. Saka, even if you try to be with that person for an hour, it will be torture because they're just about themselves, all attention to them. Saka, it discourages you. You want to pull out from that engagement.
Because they never then want to talk about you, to also hear like, how are you, what's happening?
Yes. And what I said, Weekend, some of us have become boring over the years. Don't be a boring partner. Tag along. Hobbies are bored. Just tag along and be that person where I'm looking forward to being with my person.
Some want to bore to see what bore.
Because I've heard many people, particularly men, saying, you know what, Pastor, we want to go out, never catch redu, but I want to bore. That's now. So I can't then say without correcting the other person. You know what?
That's a good way of looking at it.
Let's try. Yes.
It's
important that we do that. So you find good time weekend, this quality time that we're talking about is part of the 5 love languages. Remember last week we spoke about the language of touch, which is a love language, and a love language, for those that were not with us last week, love language is you're talking of how someone receives or shows love. Because even shona chaiche kune chivitori, kune chimanyika, kune zvakasiyana. So if you are going to communicate love to your person, you need to know the language that they speak, the language that they hear, so that you'll be able to communicate effectively. So one of those important love languages is definitely quality time. Quality time. Not just talking of quantity. Both of you talking about quantity, talking about quantity. There are people that will say, Pastor, I spend the whole day with my wife. I spend the whole day with my husband. Yes, quantity-wise, you're okay, you're good. But how is the quality? Quality discussion here, I gotta say. And when we say quality, are we talking about building a house? Are we talking about all that? It can be just about nothing. you know, because communication yedu inofanira kusvika palevel yokuti I'm confident in just talking about anything, commenting on anything, andina fear yokuti I'm going to be judged kuti idzadzifunge idzichichi. I can just talk about anything with my person, and that level yo tinoita kuti intellectual intimacy, where you can engage in any discussion nemupartner yako and you enjoy such discussions.
Munotaura zvemenyu kuti nei menu ha amana
If you can date ambonyarara nyaya abata abo tanini chinongoti encourage cheni chekuti hazvimwe hazvo mubhora zvesoka izvi mubible, so saka tiri bo
count it all joy brethren.
hatina kupinda nemoyo kubhora hatina kupinda nemoyo. So nyaya yetime is very important. Why is it important? It is because time inoratidza, it's actually a special commodity in relationships. Inoratidza the importance of the person that you're spending time with. Kana ndikaspenda time nemunhu wangu ndikumuvhaliwa ende ndikumuti you are a priority. I'm busy but I'm setting aside time just to be with you. So quality time allows you to also connect emotionally, intellectually and physically with your person, being in the same space at the same time. Saka, it's important for us to value nyaye quality time. And also what I've noted is that when we don't give our relationships that quality time, we then become vulnerable to the infidelity. If I spend a lot of time in my wangu, chances are that infidelity will not be my portion, because ndikuspenda time nemunhu wangu.
Chero munhu tutomboti alright pamwe uda unoita something paside munhu wachona uri kumuwanira nguva shoma because you're spending more time, you know, with your wife.
Exactly.
Anozowanirwa hour ndiye kwake.
Sengenini small house aitozona Simba aujoleke neozoza aupo number 1 plus aubudise mari.
Munhu anozofrustrate. So like I understand what you're saying. So spend time, you know, with your person.
Because if you don't do that, before you know it, you have disconnected from your person gradually. Because you don't disconnect overnight. It's not an event. It's actually a process of disconnecting, disengaging. And one of the quickest way of disconnecting is not giving each other this quality time that we're talking about. Before you know it, it's now easy for you to have an affair, because amuna time mesene munhu wako. Saka, it's very important that we dedicate a very good amount of time during the day where you can be with your person. Even if you're in an LDR, it's okay to phone, be on video, especially kana munhu wako ari munhu quality time as a love language. Make sure you do a lot of video calls.
As again in my love language, quality time.
Quality time.
Ndoida quality. You know, someone who goes out of their way to spend time and doesn't feel burdened. You know, I just love that. It's a win for me.
Exactly. So you find there are some wives, particularly wives, that then complain to us and say, "Pastors, I wish for the days when we didn't have money."
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Patakazongoita mari pachakazongoputika chinhu tikatanga kufamba nemari mwangu achabatika, asina time together. I don't care about the money. I don't care about all these nice things that he's buying me. All I want is him by my side. So it's not a problem there.
I think vakadzi vevanhu vane mari, I'm sure like a problem hombe most of the men, you know.
Mune mchitowashuwa ovhike mchiti ava vari bo
uchimuona asikana achifamba nezigl rake apo kuti aspendewo quality time nemunhu wake anouya arara obuda akarara.
Married but lonely,
wealthy but lonely,
exactly.
Or rich but lonely.
So that's not a good space to be in.
Hanzi mukati boring nabamini hanzi mukurerutsa, they are toxic. And you can't talk for 10 minutes when I set up beep. They're boring.
They're toxic as well. That's important. And that brings me again to a point that I want to drive home. And that way, you know, when we don't dedicate quality time to our relationships, the depression. Depression depression because they're feeling lonely, and before you know it, they are now in depression because they are not getting quality time from their loved ones. That's why we need to make sure that we set aside time to see our loved ones. I'm not talking of just romantic relationships, but we're also talking about those parents that you're talking about. They feel good, you know what, we abandon what I see what there's nothing to live for. Saka, it's important for us to do that across, all the relationship types,
That's
not
so
just the
true.
romantic one.
That's so true. I'm just going to read a message
Yeah.
quickly here, Pastor Simba. Anzi, personally, there was a time I longed to be with my husband. I remember Pakawa logged on Pi. I was so much looking forward to be with him and to get to know him more. But he resented me. I said, and I send him forsa on his birthday, but logged on. I got to spend it elsewhere with his friends. We thought about it, but with time I realized, good guy, I cheated. And since then, I no longer have that strong urge to spend time with him for long periods. So for me, cheating and being lied to, but his friends, Kumbira, has put me off. I can't spend 24/7 deny. I would rather read my books, listen to motivational sermons, or to a movie. So I chat to
I don't disengage as well. This is more like revenge. This is more like someone who has actually found plan B because of this situation. So I think this is a strong warning to most of us, that are listening, and we're drifting apart. Like I said, gradually we're drifting apart because we're not giving this thing time. If we don't do it, we'll get to that level. Trauma. Resent. Even if you're trying to reach out to your person, because they're now used to the state of being alone, to the state of being by themselves. So the question now is, how then do you have this quality time? What must you do? I'm going to give a few tips here, because it's very important that we do that. I can't just say we have quality time and I don't give you some tips on how to go about it, because it's not something that is just going to happen on its own, but there are things that you must do. But before I do that, let me also remind you that quality time builds memories. This is my absolute favorite. Quality time with your spouse, it actually builds memory. I'm so big when it comes to memory building. That's one thing that sustains a relationship. Viked mukataka history nekamuka experience kamaita nomunhu wako. Even kuzosiyana kunonetsa. Chero pakauya munhu akada kuti angatoda kutora munhu wako pane evidence kuti munhu wako akatoita mumusha uku antoni vana 2. But you know what? The experience that I've had with this dude, with this guy, is worth fighting for. Because over the years, you've built sweet memories. Gloria and I, we've built memories. Some of them negative in that they were not so pleasant. But Ndoto Monasa comrade wangu, you know what? Comrade, we've been through thick and thin. So it is very important for us to consider that quality time builds memories. When we spend a lot of time together as a couple, we are developing these memories, and these memories will then become a base on which our relationship will sit on. And then relationship is never strong because we have some memories, we have some stories, we've been through some things together, and that has actually made us bond more. So it does that. So what then must we do, guys? What must we do? Number one, I'm giving you ideas on how you can spend good quality time. Before you know it, 24 hours zapera. Okay, try cooking meals together. I believe that there are some activities that bring us together as couples. I've spoken about certain rituals weekend, I think in one of the shows, we must have rituals that bring us together as couples. It's not good we can't afford someone to cook, someone to buy food. But sometimes when you do these activities together as a couple, it then brings you together. You bond more. So one of the activities is cooking meals together. But pampacho to vatangogara takamira kusevwa kubikirwa, and then chikafu chachikatsva we cause panota commotion ipapo. How gonna kubika? Inotopera kwatete nyaya yacho iyo. But imagine if we're in the same kitchen and that is happening, tapisa poto yedu kana something didn't go right, things like that. You can then laugh about it. You can then find something to connect you and laugh about it. Makutoseka zvenyuti nasi zvatabika. Tabika zvakatosei makutoseka. So it's very important to be in the same space. Cooking together is very important, particularly the young couples. Not to say that older couples mustn't do that. We still do it. 25 years on, we still do it. And we are urging even younger couples to find such opportunities and do it. Bikaimese, ziribo, mchinakidzwa, mchiseka, you spend much time together, quality time. Then number 2, if you know that you are married to someone whose love language is quality time, please avoid cancelling plans. The plans that you would have made.
Not affect
and it then communicates to this person, you don't prioritize me. Because with me, it is about spending quality time. Now that you are cancelling the plans that we've had for a very long time, you don't prioritize me. So let's stick to the plans, guy. If we're going out next weekend, let's go out. If we're going to have a date night, let's go and have it. Let's stick to the plan. Let's not change simply because pana brura zoti zvakati. It communicates something else to your person. Kuti hauskundida enough. Then number 3, have daily rituals. Daily rituals.
Zoti every day we do this together.
Zvakafanira kudya mese chikafu. Kutomirirana for supper, mogara mese. That's what the dining table is for. Mumire mwako mogara mese modya. Or watching TV together. I mentioned this before.
Cannot mean a series or something that should
pa series papo. Even it's important to also have TV shows that you watch. It's not good bond I miss it. But honestly speaking, as a pastor, maybe you know what, I must push for all these things. Let's be watching sermons and all that. But umwangu pampacha don't interact at that place where we're just talking about other things. You know, it can't be just the Bible from 7 to 11.
Thank you for being real.
I'm being real. I'm just being real. Maybe I may disappoint a few other people out there, but that's the truth.
Or even to work out together, you know, to say, don't work out together. Or, you know, just, I really love that.
You are reading from my notes, Weekend.
Oh.
You are the next marriage coach. Then number 4, we must schedule off-screen time. Off-screen time. I think you and I know technology is good, but at the same time, it is actually taking a lot of time from us. You know, ukangutanga go scroll up at TikTok, so unogonoshika mangwana, kushika data rapera uri pa TikTok. Uenda pa YouTube, you do the same. Uenda pa cat, you do the same. But it's important for us to schedule screen time. Good. All right, from 6 p.m. up to about 10 or up to about 9, let's be off our screens. My phone in and let's minister to each other as a couple.
Phone from that time.
Silent. Can go check up on the Apple, checking for other things or waiting for calls. Because whoever is looking for you, if it's that important, they are going to phone you. With pressure in WhatsApp, you know what, I have to be looking at my phone so that I can check out with WhatsApp and all that. Don't be pressured by that. If it's urgent, the person will call you. So you can put your phone on the side. Then you focus on your family, you focus on your wife. And I do that Kumba weekend. There are times when, you know, Pampaja, I don't even feel like doing it, but my son Tapelo will just come and say, hey, Dad, let's go and play cricket. And then there's not an option. Because I need to give him time, because definitely time is also one of his love languages. Let's also watch out Vanavedu Chacha. Love languages out. And let's not be giving them something that they don't even see as important. Present, but they presents.
That's so true.
And you are busy spoiling them with presents. You buy them a toy, you buy them a doll, but what they want is you. They want a present father, they want a present mother in the house. Then
Anzi isu tine puzzle yatinoita every day online tinenge tichallenge ana kuti ndiani arikugona toda kuona ntanga kugona, so vanoita my games avo, which is good.
I want to be connected to that couple. These are the couples that we want, creative, and they're doing it right. Good. Keep on doing that. And number 5, weekend, you also need to attend social gatherings. Don't just be in your own space. Once you're married, guys, doesn't mean that you are now not part of your friends, part of any other social grouping. Please continue with such good relationships and attend social gatherings. Get good couple friends. Kwato kuti mnenjingoenda vana leo mungoenda kuduke and slay murimega kusina varume venyu aiwa. Come on, guys, let's find place where we can be together. Nema wako. Very important. Then number 6, try new things together. It is very important. In our spare time, in our time that we've actually put aside for quality time, let's try new things together. Let's try new hobbies together, and let's, by all means, try to move away from what we call solo hobbies. Hobby mama avako kana today mama chete tete avako. Let's try to, to just do stuff together. Then the last one, let's take up a common fitness routine. I love this because my wife and I have been doing this for the past 1 year.
Wow.
Since December last year, we've been going to the gym, hitting the gym every day at 5 a.m. without failing. And I'm telling you, this has also improved our relationship because we have something that we love, something that we have in common. We have our couple goals, and fitness for us is just good, because we just love this life and want to be in this life for the longest. And because we want to be in this for the longest, our health takes priority. So when you have something that you have in common, you find that it's easy to spend a lot of time, quality time with your person and pursuing that vision and that hope.
Wow, I wish we had more time. Thank you so much, Pastor Simba. Your contact details before I let you go.
Please app me on 0773 000 000. I need your name, your marital status, and your town. Then I'll add you to a group. It's not a group, it's a broadcast list. If you're single, you get messages every Saturday. If you're married, you get messages every Monday. And church is at Villa Gardens in Riverside, Rua. You can call me or app me, and then I'll give you more details.
Thank you so